I'm Sharon, and this is Knit Style. Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 143 of Knit Style. And before you all go to the comments on YouTube, Rich is fine, but he can't really be recording every week because he's busy doing things around the house. You know, sometimes it's hard for me to carve out a little time to record. So he will be on, but not every week. So next week it may work out for him, maybe not. We shall see. But he is knitting, and I taught him to purl this week, and he has a swatch that he's knitting on to learn the knit and purl. And I will be then teaching him how to cast on a sock afterwards. So hopefully next week he will be more free to record with me and show you his works in progress. We'll see how that goes. He's really enjoying knitting, and he's not even kidding. It was funny because we were talking about going away this summer and how we wanted a hotel room with a balcony. And he said, oh, at night we could sit outside and knit and look at the view. And I was like, he wasn't even joking when he said that. So that's amazing. It's really awesome that he's enjoying it. All right, so that being said, let's talk about some other things. This is a knitting show, and I will be talking about knitting works in progress, a little bit of spinning this week. And let me start out by talking about the shawl I'm wearing. This is the Peace Blossom shawl by Boo Knits. And I knit this last year. I finished it last year, and I wore it to work today. This is Monday, by the way. It's Monday, March 6th, I believe. And yeah, didn't get to record yesterday afternoon because we were super busy. But it's a beautiful lace pattern, and I wore it to work today, like I said, and it has beautiful beading. And I love this shawl. It's gorgeous. So I decided to wear it on the show this afternoon. The yarn is Woolen Vine Yarns in her Angry Orchard colorway, and it is a lace base. And it's a merino silk lace. And I love this shawl. Love it. It's absolutely beautiful. And I got a lot of compliments on it today. So let's get right into what I've been working on. I have been knitting Rich a pair of socks. And the first one is complete. And I am not quite halfway finished with the second one, but I'm getting there. I should be able to start the heel tomorrow. Funny story. This is very funny. So this is my car knitting. You know, I knit it in the car on the way to and from work, so that's why I don't get a lot of progress on it. But my friend Donna and I were having lunch together today, and she's my work friend who knits and sews all the beautiful bags that you see on the show. And she finished her lunch and she said, oh my goodness, I forgot to bring my knitting upstairs. So I said, well, I have a sock. I have Rich's sock. You want to knit on it? She said, sure. So she put like 3 rounds of it on for me, which was amazing. And so it's slowly getting done. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. And thank you to everyone who has offered to knit Rich socks. I have all the yarn ready to ship out to you. The gift yarn and the yarn to knit his socks. And I'm hoping by the end of the week I will get that out to you. I've just been, again, busy with lots of things, with work and my other 2 jobs, dyeing yarn and recording videos. So I will get it out to you, I promise, by the end of the week. Everything's set. I just have to put it all together. And thank you so much. He will be so excited. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to give them to him when they all come in. And I can talk about it because he's not up here, which is amazing. Next project. I am a monogamous knitter, and I had started a shawl and totally put that shawl down. I'm not knitting on that shawl at all. I am just obsessed with knitting on the Puntilla sweater by Joji Locatelli. And yay, it's starting to look like a sweater. The yoke is finished, obviously, and I am now just knitting the body. I have about 5 inches of the body knit, and I would have had more, and I'll explain that in a minute, but I'm super excited about it. I tried it on, which is the beauty of a top-down yoke sweater. You can try them on. Tried it on, and this is where we had a little snafu. So my gauge is not the same as the pattern, so I'm knitting a larger size. My gauge is a little bit tighter. So I'm knitting a large, and I did the armhole length for a medium because I'm generally a medium. And somehow, I'm not sure if this stretched while I was knitting it, but when I tried it on, the armhole was way too long. So I had to rip it back anyway because, here's another long story. I had 6 skeins of this yarn base, which is I think it's a mohair wool acrylic blend. It's my mink sweater that's not real mink, but I love it. I love the yarn, so I don't care. I had 6 skeins of this, and I had 2 different dye lots, which I knew about, but somehow the ball bands came loose on them, and I think I mixed the dye lots up because I figured I'd only need 4 for a sweater for me, and I think I started knitting the sweater with one of the lighter dye lots, and when I joined the second ball, there was a noticeable line. So that was annoying because, yeah, I had 4 dye lots that matched, and I started with the odd dye lot. So I was not ripping out this yoke. No. So I decided to rip back to where the line was and then start alternating skeins, and I thought that might be better, and it really is. It's fine. You don't even notice it, maybe a little bit. You probably can't even see it on camera. But I started alternating at the armhole, and you can't even tell. And I'm actually not even alternating now because I ran out of the lighter color and I just kept going with the darker color, and it's fine. I mean, very slight darker increment on this lower half, but honestly, there's not like a real heavy line to delineate it, so it's fine. What's the hashtag Kristen's using? I don't know. It was really funny. It was on Instagram. Something like dye lots don't match, don't care. Hashtag dye lots don't match, don't care. Yeah, I kind of care, but I worked it up, so it's fine. So anyway, I am moving along like gangbusters on this sweater. I never thought I would have this much done. I'm pretty much halfway done with the body of the sweater, I'd say. Yeah, I'm pretty much halfway finished with it. And I'm hoping to have the body of the sweater complete by next Friday, St. Patrick's Day. Not that St. Patrick's Day is any deadline I need to knit by, but I figured with the way I'm knitting it and how much I'm getting done every day, I should be done in 10 days-ish or so. So, yeah, and then I just have to do the sleeves, and the sleeves are they kind of start here. So it's not like a long sleeve that I have to start from the shoulder. It's like a drop sleeve. So, end of March, I'm hoping to be done with this. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. It has a lace detail at the bottom and on the sleeves, and I love it, and I'm really excited about finishing it. So I'm not knitting anything else except this and Rich's socks, and yeah. So since I'm not knitting anything else, let's talk about what I have planned next down the pipeline. So, I am knitting this sweater in the round and round. I am knitting these socks in the round and round. Kind of in stockinette hell right now. And I mean that in an affectionate way. I adore knitting stockinette in the round. It is my favorite. My favorite. It doesn't bother me. I love it to pieces. But I'm going to need something a little more brain challenging when I'm finished with this. So I've decided that I'm going to cast on a lace shawl. And appropriately, I'm wearing a lace shawl by Boo Knits, and I'm planning on casting on another lace shawl by Boo Knits out of Wool and Vine yarn, of course. And this is actually the same base. This is the Luft base. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% silk, 875 yards, Wool and Vine yarns. And I've been wanting to cast this on for a while. Oh, it's beautiful. The colorway is Mexican Hot Chocolate. And I'm thinking this will be a stupendous retirement shawl to wear to my retirement dinner. So we'll see if I can. It goes with black. If I find a black dress or something, we'll see. So next weekend is the bead show in town. We have a traveling bead show that comes to town every 6 months, and next weekend it's here. So I am going to bring this skein of yarn along, and I'm going to pick out some beads to match, and this is what I'm going to be casting on probably April-ish, April 1st, so that'll give me April, May, June, yeah, 3 months to knit it. I could do it, even though it's heavily beaded. If I work on it every day, I'll totally be able to do it. So I'm super excited because I want a shawl in this color with gorgeous beads. And that shawl is beautiful. I'll put a picture in here so you can see it. And it's the time. It's time. It's definitely the right time for it. Let's talk about some other things that I have planned. And before I do that, I'll talk a little bit about spinning, because spinning has to do with this. I am in the middle of a sweater spin. This is my Romney fleece that I bought at Connecticut Sheep and Wool 2 years ago. It might be 3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. And it's been processed long since, and it's in beautiful coils, pin drafted roving, ready for me to spin. And I'm finally getting around to spinning it. I sampled, you saw the 4-ply sample. The 4-ply was way too thick, but I sampled a 3-ply and it's going to be fine. So now I just have to decide what I'm going to knit. And what I love about this is going so fast. Oh, it's so nice. It is just spinning up like a dream, and it's spinning up really quickly. I mean, I did the bulk of this bobbin in an hour, and I'm spinning it pretty fine to make the 3-ply yarn. And I have a sample single tied to my wheel, so I can just keep checking to make sure I'm not off base, but I should be okay. I'm spinning it long draw, supported, you know, I'm just supporting it a little with my left hand, and it's going so nicely. I'll pop in a video. Rich and I did a vlog this weekend, and I may pop in a video of me spinning this in that vlog, so watch for that vlog. It's a few days late going up, but it's fine. Who cares, right? So, yeah. So what to knit from this sweater spin. So I'm going to spin a pound of a 3-ply, and we'll see how much yardage I get. I'm thinking I'll get 1,100, 1,200. We'll see. If not, I'll spin more. But, so I have two choices of what I want to knit. I think I showed you this before, but choice number one is Miranda. And that is by Joji Paquin, and I love this sweater. I've been wanting to knit this for a long time, and that's what I originally was going to spin this fiber for. However, I've since kind of changed my mind a bit, and I actually just bought this pattern today. I think I'm going to knit Stroker by Isolde Teague. And you're going to look at this pattern and say, why, Sharon, this has color work. I've never seen you knit color work on the show before. And I will say, you are completely correct, because I am not a color work knitter. I have knit color work in the past. It's fine. It's not what I choose to knit generally, because that's just how I roll. I'm more of a lace cable girl. However, I've been in love with this sweater for a long, long time, and I have some hand spun that I think will work beautifully for this sweater. So this actually calls for Lopi, and this is not merino soft. This is Romney, which is a long wool, and it's wonderful for sweaters, but it's more Lopi-like than a merino. So I thought this will really work for this sweater, because it's going to be kind of the yarn is going to be kind of fuzzy and uneven, and I don't know, it's going to be like this yarn. So for the color work section, I have this beautiful skein of tan hand spun. It is a CVM, California Variegated Mutant, and I have a sweater made from this. But I don't know if there's enough of a contrast between these two. I'm not, we'll see. There might be. I'll have to swatch and see. And the other color is this lovely white Cormo that I just got back from Sherry of Moral Fleece Works. Dying to spin it. Oh my gosh. It's like a cloud. It's gorgeous. This is going to be my next sweater spin, but I thought it would be fun to spin this into a little bit of yarn just to go into some color work, just to get my feet wet with it. So these three, they're all natural colors, which is amazing. I also have a fleece that I spun. This is old hand spun, years ago. It was my first fleece. It's a Rambouillet cross. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But that might work too. Maybe the dark black, the gray, and the white. I'll have to swatch and see what works best, but I'm super excited about this sweater. I've been wanting to make it for a long time, and I think it would be an amazing Rhinebeck sweater, especially since it's my hand spun from sheep that I bought from Rhinebeck. The fleeces I bought from, no, the one I bought from Connecticut, but the two other fleeces I bought from Rhinebeck fleece sale. So, yay. This will be I'll just cast this on in the summer, finish it for Rhinebeck. I should be finished with this sweater spin by the summer. I don't see that's going to be a problem. So, Lots of fun things. I am super excited. Okay, so I have some yarn to show you. And first off, I placed some orders recently. And they actually came in last week, but I forgot to show them on the show because Rich was with me. I totally forgot. So I'm going to show them to you now. I haven't opened these yet. These are kind of a surprise. I mean, I know what they look like, but let's open it. So the first one I'm super excited about. This is from Andre Sue Knits, and it is one of her hand-painted sock blanks. I caught an update 3 weeks ago. One of her first updates since she started dyeing them again, and I really wanted it. I'll show you why in a second. It's lovely. Here it is. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. She does incredible work. And these colors. She said that these were really intense. And I love that. Butterflies. Oh my goodness. They are showing up so beautifully on the camera. Look at this. I can't wait. I'm thinking of casting this on in August because that is when the monarchs come out in our area. So that'll be a good time to cast on socks. Oh, it's so nice. Look, and I know I'll have one left over, and I'm going to frame it and put it in my knitting room and put it up here. It's just beautiful. She does just gorgeous, gorgeous work. Oh, super, super excited. I have to show this to Rich. He'll be impressed. She hand paints these. I don't know how she does it. I just don't. They're incredible. So, very excited about this package. And the next package is a package of mini skeins. I don't need mini skeins. But I think I pretty much bought them because of the name and because they were light pastels. Oh, I know why I bought them. These are Pokemon mini skeins. These are all the Eevee colors. If you play Pokemon or know anything about it, there's a little fox Pokemon called Eevee, and she evolves into many different evolutions. They evolve. So these are all of the Eevees over all of the Pokemon generations. So 9, and the brown one is Eevee herself. Oh, I love them. They're so pretty. And you know what I think I'm going to do with these? I think I'm going to knit a pair of socks for Emily. Because Emily loves Pokemon, and Eevee is one of her favorite characters. And she would love this. How pretty. How fun would that be? Just a pretty pair of stripy socks. Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. And what I'll do is I'll knit them on one long circular, and I'll knit them 2 at a time so I can use, so the colors will match. Oh, so nice. Oh, I have one more sock I want to knit for Rich, and then I'm going to cast this on. I'm going to make this for Emily. Maybe it'll be a Christmas present or a birthday present because her birthday's in January. Oh, they're so pretty. That Eevee one is beautiful. The dark brown one. If you could see all the different variegations in it. Oh, so pretty. I love these. I'm glad I got that. That's amazing. Okay, so let's talk about my yarn. If you're not interested in looking at my yarn, great. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. But I have some colors, some old colors, and some new prototype colors, and another bag announcement. So if you want to see that, stick around. So my update is going to be this week, Wednesday, March 8th at 8 p.m. And I have some more Fallen Fairy. I have 3 skeins. So I have a sparkly one. This is a sparkly one. And I think I have a 2-ply chic base, and I think I have a MCN. That's really beautiful. And my other color I dyed again this week is this beautiful color, which I love. This is Kiss the Girl, based on Little Mermaid because it looks like a mermaid. I have 2 new colors this week. The first one is a color I dyed for Rich. The top is for him. This is his yarn, and this is what he's going to be knitting his socks out of. It's DK weight in a cashmere base, so just house socks basically, kind of like house slippers really. So he's going to be knitting this up for himself. And I dyed another MCN. This is on a fingering weight for you guys. If you like it, I'll dye more. I think it's really pretty. It's very beachy. It's got sand, sun, surf, fun things. So this is soft. I love it. And I named it after Rich. Well, I kind of named it after Rich. Rich loves the beach. If we're near a beach, he's down there all day. He just loves it. He loves laying in the sun. Not something he should be doing, but he enjoys the beach. So his favorite band from the 60s is the Beach Boys. So this is Beach Boy. And I'm really happy with it. So this one will be for sale. And I have one other new color because there's a certain movie coming out. I'm not even sure when it's coming out, but Beauty and the Beast live action movie's coming out, so I decided to dye a color. And this is Tale as Old as Time. Loosely based on the movie poster. Not exactly what I had envisioned, but let's go with it. I mean, next week it might be a little different. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But this is Tale as Old as Time. And I have this on a bunch of different bases. This is the sparkle one right here. And I have it on others. So, yeah. So watch for that update this Wednesday. And thank you so much to everyone who's been buying bags. We have 4 of these left. This is the bag. This is the yarn. The yarn is Fairy Garden. And I just love it. I love this combo. It's super pretty. So, yep, I have 4 left in stock, and I hope not everybody buys them because I want one. And here is a sneak peek of our next bag. Birdhouses. I am so looking forward to dyeing a color with these birdhouses. I am super excited about it. It's so pretty. And inside are birds who are going to come live in the birdhouses. I love this bag. It's beautiful. So I'll probably put a pre-order for this up on Wednesday, and I think we'll have 10, and then you won't see the yarn yet, but I'll put a pre-order up. But it's going to be all these pretty colors: white, gray, pink, blue, green, just beautiful to match these birdhouses. I love it. It's so pretty. So I haven't decided what to name the yarn yet. I'll name it when it's dyed. Anyway, so if you haven't been to Donna's shop yet, go on over to her shop. I'll put a link down below in the description box. And she has some beautiful bags over there. This bag, ooh, I love the feel of this. This is like a really soft cotton. I love it. It's awesome. It's got a great hand to it. So these are really pretty. I love these. Okay, so that leads me to the end of the show. And Rich says hi to everyone. So I hope you guys have a great week. Happy knitting. Cheers.